Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, my name is Audrey. I apologize for any sort of weird angles. The little mini tripod and the mic are having some fun together, so it's a little top heavy, but we're filming a get ready with me today, so it's probably going to be kind of a long one, but you would know that if you clicked on this video. So I'm just going to chat. Initially, I was going to do a whole video about like immunocompromisation, so kind of like a part 2 to my health video, which I can put in the card. But I didn't want to do a whole thing. So we're also doing Get Ready With Me, and I've polled people on Instagram as to which products to use. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start with that. I want to do my eyes first. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes first. I've been doing my face first for the past few days, but I'm going to do my eyes first. I'll put all the products in the description down below just so if I skip over anything if I'm talking, I'll just have them there. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start talking just about immunocompromisation because a lot of people don't really know what it is. So I'm going to go over this. I've had this talk to people for a while. I'm on an oral chemotherapy pill that just makes you have no immune system. That's what immunocompromised means, that your immune system is compromised. So it doesn't work quite as well as somebody else's. So if I get like a cold, it can end up in the hospital. But cats are walking around doing anything. By the way, I'm just going to use this. Is what one is the Too Faced Pretty Rich palette. I don't know if it's even still available. It's like very, very bulky packaging. So this keeps coming up because I love people in my life dearly, but I am so sick and tired of explaining to people that I can't get vaccines. So, but I could get the COVID vaccine. So I'm going to explain that to you today. And this is not an attempt to make me be like galaxy brain and everybody else stupid. I'm just kind of tired of explaining it. So I'm just going to link people this video when they ask me a question. So basically, the way a normal vaccine works, and again, I'm not a scientist, but here it is. The way a normal vaccine works is you get a small dose of whatever illness they're trying to cure you of. So like a flu shot, you're going to get a little small dose of the flu, whichever strain is big for that particular season, because flu is like works on a season basis. So I can get that because essentially you get a small dose of the disease you're trying to fight off, and then your body has to fight it off. My body can't fight off diseases, so I can't get vaccinated for like stuff like that. So I can't get a flu shot, I can't get normal things. I couldn't get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because that particular COVID vaccine is what I would call a normal vaccine. It's also called what you would call a live vaccine. So not all vaccines are the live vaccines. There's certain ones that are not. Like I know the cervical cancer one is not a live vaccine. That being said, yes, I've been vaccinated for MMR, if we get chickenpox, honestly, I don't even know at this point. I've been vaccinated for everything, meningitis, whatever. I only started taking this stuff a few years ago. So I didn't need any vaccines other than like they encourage you to get a flu shot, but I didn't need anything. So that's basically it. So I can't get that, but I could get the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccine, which is really exciting because it is a different type of vaccine. And honestly, I don't know the complete details of it, the mRNA, but it is being used and it's being developed to treat cancer and HIV, which is great because people with cancer, people with HIV are immunocompromised and cannot typically get vaccines, and also chemotherapy is literally horrific. It is probably the worst thing that you can put in your body, but it is killing tumors and cancer cells, which is the benefit, but it also kills literally everything else. So you're left with very thin hair if it stays, and no skin and bleeding feet. It's really charming. It's like super delightful and probably the worst thing ever. So, you know, whatever. I know some people are really hesitant to get vaccines. However, I'm putting the absolute worst thing you can put in your body to treat me, and I'll take a vaccine. So it's like, it can't get worse than the crap I'm already putting in my body. So yeah. I feel like these looked like they blended really well, but I was so busy talking that it didn't. I don't like these shades. I don't use this palette ever, so I'm just gonna use the, how do I do that? From Jessica. I'm just gonna put this on the outer half. I kind of want to use the pop of blue, which I hate. I'm gonna be honest with you. In palettes, this is my pet peeve. I hate when it's a neutral palette and then it's like, I don't mind anything else. Like the whole first top of the palette, like, yeah, this makes sense. We got silvers, we have pinks, we have golds. What is up with the pop of blue? I don't typically like doing neutral looks and then putting on a pop of blue. That's just me. If I go color, I go all the way. But I'm gonna use this palette today. I'm wearing a green shirt. It's great. Yes, so I'm gonna use Set the Jewel Tone. Looks like this. It's a like purpley blue. It's like an indigo. It's very pretty blue. Not necessarily blue is probably, I don't have a lot of blue in my collection. Blue and orange is probably the colors I have the least of. Yeah, see, I don't particularly like the way that this sort of thing looks, but that's fine. I'm just gonna do it anyway. I do like this blue though. I might be using this. I might pull this blue out for other occasions. I also don't like combining palettes. I know a lot of people love to do that. That's just particularly not something I enjoy to do. Alright, so this is what I'm going to do with the eyes. That's what that's going to look like. And I'm going to go ahead and put some eyeliner on. I didn't pull which eyeliner, so it's just the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof until I use this up. So I'm just going to do this real quick. Okay, so then we're going to use primer, which people kind of almost overwhelmingly, it was between this and the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, but people picked the Becca Spotlight Primer. So Becca's going out of business, rip for Becca, but I have this little mini one because I got it at TJ Maxx because there was a little mini shimmering skin perfector and this came with it. So yeah, I'm just going to put this all over. Kind of happy this one. It is glowy. I don't particularly like the smell. I will let you know that off the bat. So, yeah, what should I talk about? If you know me personally, you would know this, but if you don't know me personally, no, I love hockey. So we're going to talk about hockey for a little bit. I'm going to use the Ordinary Serum Foundation, which won overwhelmingly. This stuff is literal liquid, and I've used this a couple times on my channel. I use the shade 1.1 and Fair Neutral. I like to just put it directly on my face, and then I like to use this brush. Didn't even know I could do that. And this is drippy, so it'll drip. So yes, I'm a huge hockey fan, so I've been watching a lot of hockey lately. That's kind of what I've been up to. I don't know about y'all, how y'all have been kind of doing. But I have 3 teams. My first beloved team are the New York Rangers. Love them so much. this because they might not get the playoffs, even though they're good because they're in a super hard division. And then, but they're playing really well right now, which is exciting. My second team is the Dallas Stars. I'm wearing a shirt today. Can't see it because the angle of the camera is very high up on my face. And they're doing well. They're currently out of playoff position, but they're 5 points behind, which is 2 games and an overtime loss away from being in the playoffs, and they have 3 games in hand, so that's exciting. Which I think they can do. My favorite player is going to join the team soon, since he's been injured all season. They went to the Stanley Cup final last year. They lost the Tampa Bay Lightning, which don't like Lightning at all. As a Floridian, it's funny, but we can't stand a lot of big bandwagoner fans. Being said, obviously I'm not from Dallas, but my mom was from Dallas, and she passed away, and I took all of her hockey jerseys, and I wanted to be a fan of all the teams that she supported. So then, let's talk about the 13th minute. This is the Beauty Bakery blending egg. I don't know if I've mentioned that this is the sponge I used in a while. It's shaped just like the Beauty Blender. I've never used a Beauty Blender, so I can't tell you for sure how similar it is. Landline phone call. That's funny. So this is newer. They had a pink and a mint colored sponge, but now it's that's shades of nude. I think it was that way. Maybe it's pink and nude still, pink and mint still, and this was just for Black History Month because I happened to buy them around Black History Month. But yeah, so it's from Beauty Bakery, but Target now sells Beauty Bakery, and they sell it in smaller quantities, which is exciting, so you save a little bit of money, and they sell this individually. I happen to buy the full, they come in a little half-dozen egg carton. I buy it in that condition. I'm going to put lotion on my hands because they're killing me. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer again. I'm happy this one over the Revolution Conceal and Define. I was going to pair that with something else anyway, if that had ended up winning. Put this here. Oh, but other than, to finish up the hockey chat, the third team is the Florida Panthers, who are finally good, and it's so exciting that they're finally good. I mean, I think they were pretty good last year before the pandemic hit for that season, but they're actually in the playoff running this year. It's so exciting. They've never won a Stanley Cup. They're a team that was formed in the 90s, so I like that Florida team versus the Tampa Bay Lightning, even though I live closer to Tampa Bay than I do to Sunrise. I love this concealer. I do. I don't like the smell. Problem with a lot of drugstore products, and it's not just drugstore actually, because I told you about the Becca primer. They smell. They have strong scents. The good thing about this, it doesn't have a smell, The Ordinary, because it's a skincare brand. Oh my god, my hands are dry again. So that's the benefit of that, but yeah, it's just, the smell is not delightful. I will not lie. I have seriously come around on the No. 7 powder. Guys, this stuff is incredible. And I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this, but I dropped my brush. It should be fine. Alright, let me try this again. Alright. Can you see this? This side versus this side? Probably not. There's weird shadow on my eyes because of the lighting. That is so annoying. But it looks good, so you should just take my word for it. It looks good. So, this is the pressed powder I used, which is great because my beloved Maybelline Set and Smooth got discontinued by Maybelline. Rude. But I've gone back to the Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. Tried the Beauty Bakery flower powder. It does not work. It looks horrible on my skin. You may say, Audrey, why are you powdering your face if you have dry skin and you like a dewy look? Well, I don't like tackiness, so that's why I use this, and it doesn't dry my skin. It's great. So we're gonna go back to eyes, and use my little brush. I'm just gonna use, you can't even see it, it's really funny. I'm trying to hold things up and you can't see it, so I'm just gonna use this shade, which I used. By the way, I used this shade, the white, and then the blue. So 4 shades, not bad. What is this mirror? It's got a little printing index on it. I can't even look into it. Now I'm gonna find something for the inner corner. But, well, I'm gonna use opal, so I'm gonna use this gold here called Don't Care at All. This is so funny because I'm not a money person, so this palette is ironic to me. It's a collaboration too. I don't even know who it was collaboration with. Primelets or the glitter? Oh, because the glitter formula. I hate that, by the way. Alright, now I'm going to use something under my eyes. So since we're using gold, let's go ahead and use... Oh, no, let's go ahead and use this. I used this all over the lids yesterday. e.l.f. No-Smudge shadow stick. I finally tried the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and I get it. I get the hype. I think it's probably the best brow pencil I've tried, so I fully get the hype now. I want to talk to y'all about, what am I doing? Do I just stand here? I'll stand here. Travel. How do y'all feel about travel? Like, my thing right now is like, when do I know when the right time to travel is? Like, people are going to say, oh, and the pandemic's over. Are we going to get out of this ever? And I'm not saying like, well, I don't care, I'm just going to start traveling. I know some of y'all are like that, but... Alright, so I've been vaccinated. Obviously, I'm still in my little 2-week period, so I'm not going anywhere, like, major, other than, like, appointments that I usually go to, until the 2 weeks is up. However, like, I have some trips I want to do, and things are opening, so I think that's going to be the big thing. And I'm fully against people traveling without being vaccinated. I am. I'm sorry if you disagree with me. That's my thing. I am somebody who, as I said at the beginning of this video, I'm immunocompromised, so if I get sick, it's time for the ER. So I'm kind of against that. And I'm not really happy with how Florida has dealt with things because we have a dumbass as governor, because we would rather have a dumbass as a governor than a black man. Yep, I said it. Although, Gillum's had some controversies, so that's a different story. However, what am I even talking about? I think when the theme parks opened, it should have been Florida residents. It should have just been residents. So that way, you don't have to... I know, like, the theme parks have great protocols in place. Like, they're very strict on the masks, unlike literally anywhere else in Florida. They're really strict on the masks. And I just think that... But I think it's really unsafe for people to be flying in, not quarantining, and immediately going to theme parks. I get it. Things are open, so people are going to go. And I'm not entirely somebody who's like, we should blame the consumer for something. Like, I think we should blame the people in charge. That people are going to go if something is open, right? Like, that's going to be what it is. So that's kind of my thing. However, like, I've been vaccinated and I feel a little bit more safe doing things. Like, I haven't gone to a theme park since 2019. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I've gone to a theme park every single year since I've been alive. So it's kind of crazy that I didn't go to one. I was supposed to go to California last year. It's a graduation trip. That's funny. The way I've started doing bronzer, blush, highlight in reverse order. So I'm going to start with highlight. This is Becca Opal. It's a mini. I have 2 minis in a row, by the way. So I just don't know, like, when would be safe? That's my question. Even though I'm vaccinated, said it's going to last at least up to 6 months for right now. So I took the Pfizer vaccine. So, like, am I good to go? Like, that's my question. So, I mean, I want to still make up this California trip, but I don't want to put people at risk. And California is a disaster right now, so I don't really want to go there. This is the Colourpop Flower Power Blush. I don't know if it's still available. It was from the Animal Crossing collection. It's grown on me, but you really got to build it. So, I'm going to do that. Also, I want to go see my grandma because she's very lonely and she passed away. My grandpa passed away about a month and a half ago, I think, at this point. The same day Christopher Plummer passed away, actually. So my grandpa passed away. So I want to go see her. I'm vaccinated, but like I don't know when would be a good time. That's kind of my thing. So how do you guys feel about that? Like, if you're vaccinated, do you think you're good to go? Like, are you still waiting for numbers to go down? I feel like for California, I'm still waiting for, like, it to look okay. Maybe, like, the population of people are more vaccinated. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's a little mini size because I wanted to try it. Now, the butter bronzer is very bronze. It's very orange. So that's what we're dealing with. I particularly like the Fenty bronzer is my favorite, and it is more brown than orange. I mean, this is brown, but it's gonna be more orangey. This is a new brush bought from Sonia Kashuk. I'm really annoyed that they discontinued the pink handles because now I have a bunch of random colored brushes. But now she has the green brushes. And I'm kind of debating whether I want to, you know, get a whole set, like collect a whole set to have like, I've never had a set of brushes where they all look the same, but I really like these, the Sonia Kashuk brushes. I think they're really, really good. Alright, so now I'm just going to take the Mookie brush and just do this. Did you see me put brow gel on? I cannot remember if I did that. I think I did. Alright, now I'm just going to put some chapstick on first. I put some on earlier, but I'm not feeling it. This isn't too bad. See, this is at 30 minutes, and I know I'm going to cut some of this out, so this is great. Okay, so I'm going to use the Milani Make It Dewy. This has a scent, but it's not a bad scent. It's a little bit of... Oh, there's watermelon and fruit in it. Yeah, it's probably a watermelon scent. Like a very light watermelon scent. But it's really nice. I really like it, actually. Not quite the dewiness that I'd like it to give, but I guess if I don't bake in oil, that's going to be what's going to happen. I do want to try the Maybelline Glass Spray because I heard that is dewy as heck, and that is the look I want. These are my little e.l.f. lash curlers, so I'm going to curl my lash. This is the Essence Lash Princess Waterproof False Lash Effect. To be honest with you, I don't. This one's okay. I like green tube. Green tube is the best. Bought a set for the holidays, and so far I don't really like either of the two I've tried. But it does have the green one in it. Started not putting mascara on the bottom lashes because every time I go to do it, it smudges. So I just don't do it anymore. I also have, well, it's like kind of drying a little bit. This is such cheap packaging, by the way. Like, this is so light. It feels like there's not a wand in here. But this is, I bought this for a upcoming video. It's going to be testing all your essentials. So I didn't use any of those products today, so I didn't pull those. But I'm liking some of them. I haven't used this yet. This is the Maybelline Sky High mascara. Apparently it's like blowing up on TikTok. This was actually hard to find. It was sold out on the little stand at Ulta, but it was at the checkout line. This is so, I mean, no crap, our mascara's gonna be plastic packaging. But I can't get over how cheap this is. It looks like the L'Oreal Lash Princess. That is a heavier one, and it feels a little bit less cheapy. Obviously, this color and sort of looking packaging is supposed to be Too Faced Better Than Sex, which that is a nice, luxurious, heavy bottle. And it's like, it doesn't really matter what it looks like, it performs well, but Maybelline, I happen to know you also own L'Oreal, so you could have literally just copied the packaging, and it would have been better. Anyone get scared to curl lashes? Sometimes it just hurts me. My eyes watering. I'm really out of breath. It's crazy. Side note plug here. If you haven't already, please order from my bake shop because I miss baking. I haven't baked anything in a while, so I will leave the link down below. But yes, I do some baking. I think right now it's like if you spend over $30. It's free shipping and stuff's pretty good. I've gotten pretty good reviews, so I'm just enjoying doing that. To be quite honest, I don't make a lot of money from it. It pretty much is just goes to cover shipping because I do use UPS, which is not as cost effective, but USPS loses packages, so I'm not doing that anymore. But also to buy ingredients. But it just helps me practice my baking, which I'm already pretty good at, but I like to bake things, and I don't have a lot of people to share that with because nobody in my family has a sweet tooth, which is really funny to me. Anyway, the last product is the Too Faced. This is a Tutti Fruity lip thing, which is discontinued, but it's Comfort Lip Glaze Fruitcake. This was awesome. I just never use it for some reason. It's so comfy. I thought about my bake shop since this is called Fruitcake. And it smells lovely. This was from a holiday set. That came with the Tutti Frutti bronzer, which got hard pan really fast and I discontinued. I also have the blush, which I think is amazing, that I've actually hit pan on. So this is the final look, y'all. You think? My glorious head wrap. I'm not putting my wig on because I'm not doing anything. So I just was filming this today. Overall, I like the look, but it's not about the look. It's just getting ready with me, you know, doing the do. I hope this wasn't. Let me say that. I hope this wasn't too boring. I wanted, again, like I said, I wanted to do an immunocompromised video, but I literally talked about that within like the first 5 minutes, and then it was over. So I figured that video wouldn't have that much to do, and I don't want to sit here and whine about my health. I could do another follow-up to my health eventually. Just don't want to do it now. So that's where we're at with this. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, I would love for you to stick around. I do 2 videos a week. Right now I do a lot of Marvel videos because we're finishing up the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I also do a lot of comic stuff, but I'm trying to do more beauty because I know it's kind of been lacking, as well as vlogs. So stick around. I would love for you to do that. If you like this video while you're watching, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!